Staying with us here, we're still watching the Nile Cruise on Nile TV International. Now we're having two young talents that are joining us here on location to talk more with them about their achievements. First, let me introduce Hoda El Ridi, and she works as an electrical engineer. She started swimming when she was 10 years old, and she specialized in backstroke, freestyle, and individual medley races. She has participated in 3 FINA World Masters Championships since 2012, and in 2014 at the Montreal, Canada, she ranked 24th place at the 800-meter freestyle in World's Masters Championship. In 2015 in Russia, she won the 6th place on 800-meter freestyle and 5th place medal at 400-meter individual medley race.
Who joined with us today as well is Tarek Mamdouh. Tarek Mamdouh is a member of the basketball national junior team, and the team has been made recently wins in the Arab. It has made recent wins in the Arab Championship held in Egypt and the Best African Nations Championship held in Mali. He has been chosen as the best player in the final match in the Basketball Arab Championship. A very good afternoon, sir, and we have the pleasure of having you with us here in our show Nile Cruise.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Hoda, if we first start with you and tell us about your achievements and how did you start to professionally pursue a goal in swimming?
Well, as you said, I actually started swimming when I was 10, and I did swim till I was 18 years of age, and then at Sanawiyya Amma I stopped everything so that I could study for engineering afterwards, and then I stopped for 10 years. And I came back to swimming when I was 30, which was 4 years ago, and I joined the master swimming team at Gezira Sporting Club. They have a huge team. We are like 70 swimmers, okay? The biggest team in Egypt in master swimming. And I participated in 3 World Championships up to now, from 2012 up till 2015. And I train daily, every day after work. And I have won 2 medals, as you said, in my 2 races, the 800-meter freestyle and the 400 IM. Last FINA, which took place in August at Kazan, Russia.
Hoda, how did you stop for 10 years and then be back on track again and fit to swim again and win medals and do it the right way and be a winner?
Well, actually, it's very challenging because stopping for 10 years means that you gain lots of weight. And I actually have gained 15 kilos, and I had lost them again.
How did you lose them?
By swimming, actually, and good dieting and nutrition. So it takes a lot of time to lose 15 kilos.
What was the reason that made you hold back for 10 years and then decide to be on track again?
Well, I decided to come back again because my coach, Captain Mohsen Absoud, who trains me at Gezira Sporting Club, he kept asking me to come back again, but I wasn't actually really convinced with the idea, and I felt back then that I was too old to swim and too old to exercise in general.
It's never too late.
Yeah, it's never too late. But one day I was invited to a celebration, a party at the Gezira Club, and I actually saw elderly people who were very nice, and which is my team now. And I don't want to say elderly because I see them very young. So and I had the idea, the thought at the back of my head: if they can swim and win medals, why cannot I? So because I was 30, I'm not too old. They are 60s and 70s and 80s. So why not go back again? So I decided to join the team again.
How did you feel after being on track again and winning medals after 10 years? And it's actually a great challenge.
I didn't win medals right away from the beginning. I just went back for my health and to lose weight. And then by time I started winning medals in national championships here in Egypt, and I got encouraged more. So the first time I went to international competition, which was at Riccioni 2012, I didn't rank. And my times were very high. But I came back from Italy, and I was very encouraged and motivated to improve myself.
That was when you said, I will.
Yes, I will. And then I started swimming more.
Now let's give the floor to Tore, and if you can tell us about your also the important matches that you have recently played and your achievements in the sport in general.
I started playing when I was 11. It's a little late to start, but I worked hard. It came naturally because it kind of runs in my family, as in basketball players. And then after, it took a couple years to start getting pretty good at it, and my coaches were very helpful of it, practicing day, night.
Do you mind if you speak up a little bit?
Yeah. I was working like 24 hours a day. It was really hard morning, afternoon, at night. Many times I didn't go to school because my coaches would have me skip school to practice. And then we started to get into some games and we started winning. And we won 5 championships. Cairo, I have like 4 Cairo championships and 1 all of Egypt. And then this last year we went to, I got chosen to play for the national team. And we had the Arab Championship, which we won. And I took the most valuable player in the tournament. And then we went to Mali for the African Cup, which was pretty hard, but we got it done and we won, thank God.
Tarek, pardon me, how old are you, please?
I'm 16.
You're 16, you're
Yeah.
really young. What school are you in?
I'm homeschooled.
You're
so I can pursue
homeschooled?
my career in
And what are you
basketball.
affiliated to?
I'm sorry?
What system, what curriculum? American curriculum?
System, yeah.
Yeah, you're
Do you have any
homeschooled.
ambitions of joining the NBA?
Of course, I mean, it's any kid that plays basketball has his dream to play in the NBA.
Who's your
Who are your
role?
role models?
Yeah. Is it Michael Jordan?
No, I mean, of course, anyone who plays basketball is his idol and is Michael Jordan. Anyone like want to be like Mike, they say.
You want to be like
Mike?
Mike?
Yeah. But my favorite player right now would be Stephen Curry. I mean, I can see the way he plays, and he also plays my position, which is point guard and shooting guard. So I can learn from him way more than I can learn from the other players and the legends, because he plays in my position more.
Okay, dear viewers, we're going to go for a short break, and we'll be back to resume this very interesting discussion.
We have a report
Yes.
with regards to this issue, Kareem. We'll watch the report, dear viewers, and don't go away.
I'm Nile from the Egyptian national team of synchronized swimming.
Nihal, can you tell us about today? Why are you being greeted by the Minister of Youth, and what was your achievement?
I was in the World Championship in Kazan, Russia. We got the 5th place in the team out of 25 teams, so it was very good ranking, and we got the score of 77.7, which is very good compared to other competitions.
Yes, my name is Nada Safan, a member of the synchronized swimming national team.
Nada, can you tell us what was so special about preparing for this important event, the World Championship?
My experience was that it was my first world championship for seniors. I faced some problems at the beginning, which is the university, because it was my first year, and the style of the training is completely different than any national team that I've been in. So this one was a really great experience.
Nada, Egypt qualified to the Olympic Games last London 2012, and this time you also qualified. How do you aim to prepare to do something better than last time?
We're going to be gathered again for the national team 1 year ahead or before the competition. We're going to make new routines. We're going to train for a different style of training. We're going to be, this training will be more tough. It will be difficult than the other trainings, because we're aiming to try to beat another teams this time, not only go and participate in Olympics just like that.
name is Sandra Samir. I play tennis, and my ranking is 490.
Sandra, can you tell us why are you here today? We know that you are a champion in tennis, and that many people are hoping that you would see them on TV and play in Wimbledon and Roland Garros and Grand Slams. Tell us more about yourself.
I think I'm here because I started the year with ranking 1,600, and in only a few months I changed ranking to 490. And for tennis, that's a really big achievement, and also for me because I only played like 5 tournaments since the beginning of the year, and I think that's why I'm here.
Sandra, many people play tennis, and the tennis is very popular in Egypt. Yet we didn't achieve much in tennis generally all over history. So everyone is dreaming about you and is hoping that they can see you on TV and they can see you playing in international championships. How can you achieve that?
I think that we don't have that yet here in Egypt because of the school and education programs. People don't usually they stop at the age of 16 and they don't take it seriously. And for me, by the support of my parents, of course, I think I can make it in a year or two, I hope. And I just have to play more tournaments and get more ranking. Yeah.
Welcome back, dear viewers. We're still joined here on Nile Cruise with our dear guests, Hoda El Ridi, a great swimmer, and we have with us Tarek, a basketball player, that we see him holding trophies and medals. What are the stories behind your trophies and medals, Tarek?
This one is when I took the MVP in the Arab Championship, and this would be the first place for the Arab Championship, and this would be the African Cup.
Can you say them again louder, please?
The African Championship medal when we won, and the Arab Championship.
When you took the African Championship?
When was it? It was like 2 weeks ago. We were just in
ago?
Mali, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, and then the Arab Championship was like a month ago.
So we're on the spots.
Yeah. And this is the Arab Championship MVP trophy that I took after the tournament was over, and that's it.
And what about you, Hoda?
Well, I have my 2 medals. I just won them 2 weeks ago at Russia, Kazan.
So we're on the spot as well?
Yes. And I have also another certificate for the previous championship, which was in Montreal last year, 2014.
Yeah. So, Hoda, you're playing an individual sport, and Tarek, you're playing
A team sport.
Yes. So, tell us about, both of you, tell us about the experience of being an individual, and the achievements being in playing an individual sport and as part of a team.
Okay. Well, swimming is a combination between an individual sport and a team sport, because I swim alone my own races, but I do team up with a team, which are three another swimmers. If I'm swimming a relay, okay, so a relay would be four swimmers, yes, it's consecutive, either four females or sometimes it can be mixed, two men and two women. So at this point it's a team sport.
So it's both.
Yes, so it's a combination between the two. But the team spirit itself is there already, because we swim as a team. We train as a team.
So you don't feel you lose on anything.
I'm
when
not
you need a team, you find a team.
Yes.
When you want to be alone, you're alone.
Yes, and especially because our points get summed up at the end of the meet or any competition. So it's a team sport at the end of the day.
Tarek, how did your love for basketball grow?
Through my father, actually.
Does he play basketball?
He used to. I used to play for the Egyptian national team and also for Gazier Sporting Club.
What's his name?
Mamdouh Rafat. I mean, I used to go to the club with him. I used to play soccer at the beginning.
Did he win any championships?
I have no idea.
I have no idea. You never asked him this question?
Back. No, I don't want the pressure. So I used to play soccer, and I used to go with him to the club, and I sit with his friends when I first came to Egypt, and he used to tell me all the stories about a bunch of back in the day games he used to have and his friends and all the history. So it started to get me motivated. Also playing with my team, so it got me kind of motivated, and that's how my love for this game started to pick up, and also watching some NBA games and history and all that kind of stuff.
So you took it after your father. Your mom, I understand, is American, Tarek.
Yeah.
Did she have any influence on the idea that she wanted to play basketball?
Not really.
She's not involved in it at
all. She started to get involved in it after I won a couple championships, but at the beginning she was just like, just have fun, do whatever you love.
Does she back you up?
Of course, yeah.
She's happy about it?
Yeah. She's one of my best supporters, after my dad, of course.
Do you believe that basketball is a popular sport here?
In Egypt? Not really. Not like soccer.
Not like soccer.
But it's starting to pick up. I mean, I could see the difference when I first started, and now. I mean, some people started talking about the game more, and watching it, especially like when I'm walking around the streets, you know, I can hear people talking about the sport more.
And are you planning, when you graduate from high school, when you go to college, are you planning to play and to represent your school?
Hopefully. Right now we don't play for schools, it's for clubs. So if I wanted to play for like a school, I'd have to go out of Egypt and play for a university, which I'm planning to do, but I'm still not sure, because I want to play for a professional team as fast as I can. If I wanted to play for like a school, I'd have to go out of Egypt and play for a university, which I'm planning to do, but I'm still not sure, because I want to play for a professional team as fast as I can.
Yeah. And is being part, I mean, when you work, is it distracting from like practicing and performing your sport?
It's challenging, okay, because the day is too long, because I have to work, I have to be at my job in the morning, and I have to swim at night, or sometimes I do.
And I believe you're an electric engineer, so
yes,
it's
a
difficult.
Yes,
yeah,
it is difficult.
Job.
It's a difficult job, and it requires lots of concentration. And I have to be at my job, and at night I have to perform physically at practice. So it's tough, but it's very challenging to do so.
Yeah. And how can you manage?
I have to do it. I believe that there's no option. I have to do both. So that's it.
Hoda, you qualified to participate in Rio de Janeiro Olympics in 2016.
No, actually, because I'm swimming in the masters level. Rio de Janeiro is for elite and seniors. It is not for the masters level. Yes, it's not. We have different types of Olympics, which is the masters games for Olympic masters games. It's a different kind of competition. It is not this one.
Tarek, how many hours do you train, and how do you manage to study and train without distracting one another?
I practice about, I'd say, 8 hours a day.
8 hours every day?
Yeah, almost
Every day?
Yeah.
7 days a week?
I usually get like 1 day off, but it's not consecutively. Every week that I get the day off.
Where do you practice?
At the club, at the
Which
Gazir Club.
Gazir Club.
I wake up in the morning around 6. Me and my dad, we go practice, jump shot, dribbling, defense, and I run. So, and then I'll go home, and then I'll have my breakfast, and I'd study. And then at nighttime I go and I practice with my basketball team. They just moved me up to the senior team, so it's kind of hard, but I'm picking up and it's doing pretty good so far.
Yeah, so you're going to be playing with older teammates.
Yeah, it's either starting from this year or next year. It's still not for sure, but all my life I've been playing with the older teams, so it's not far from happening. So hopefully it'll happen soon.
Tarek, do you favor playing in a team, and do you have friends in this in basketball, or you don't have friends from the team?
No, most of my friends are from the team. I only have a couple friends from our
Do you
team.
hang out with them all the time?
Yes, every time
so
I have
you're
some
happy
free
about
time.
having the team, and you mingle with them all fine, and you're happy about it.
Yeah, I mean, we don't get rarely when anyone gets in a fight together. I mean, it's like a family.
Fight.
Yeah.
And Hoda, you have both choices. When you need to be in a team, you're in a
Yes.
team. When you need to be lonely or individual, you're individual. So that makes you happy as well.
Yes.
We're very proud to have you joined with us today on our show. Me and Kareem, we're very happy to have
Yes,
you all,
indeed.
the team
Thank you.
here.
And we wish you a very bright future, and that
Really,
you would
we really wish
pursue
you.
your work experience in sport, and you would be one of the most important
Hopefully,
NBA
we meet
players.
you again
hopefully.
here on Nile
Thank you.
Nile Cruise. Both of you with more achievements, hopefully in the future. And we thank you so much for joining us here on our
Hoda El
show.
Ridi and Tarek Mamdouh, thank you so
And
much.
we showed, we screened a report about your achievements a few minutes ago. And thank you very much for having
Thank you
me.
so
with us.
much. Thank you.